Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches with Kristy's Beautiful Life Series 17, where our exclusive sketch for today is by the lovely Sarah Davies. And it's 2 pictures, a circled feature, and some perfect opportunity to use some scraps and branding strips. I have these 2 adorable pictures of my grandson, and I'm in there too. And I'm going to use Vicki Boutin's Discover and Create. Excuse me. I have already made a circle cut out. I think it's a 10-inch or 10.5-inch circle from this paper that it has circled on it. And then I've got lots and lots of embellishments, some chipboard embellishments, some stickies, sticker book, puffies, all the things. I have quite a bit of this collection, so I'm hoping to get some things used up. I've got my papers, my embellishments, my pictures, and this awesome sketch. I'm just going to throw it around. So let's see how this goes. So I have selected this base page that you're going to see in just a minute. I distressed this back page. It's got like this cross-stitch framing in it. And I cut my circle big enough to where I knew it was going to cover the entire thing. Now, I could have used this as my base. I also have some mixed media paper from this collection that has a circle in the background I could have used, but I really wanted to add a little extra to it. So I picked this one right here that has the circles on it, and then I'm going to just kind of work with the colors that are there, but I wanted to bring in blue. Now, that background paper is kind of like a bluey purple that goes with this collection. So most everything I'm going to use is in the blue shades. I do bring in a little yellow because like there's those yellow circles and I don't want to completely ignore that. So some of my embellishments are going to be yellow. I'm going to bring in a strip of paper that's yellow. So I want to bring the colors that are already in the background into this the layout. Now I did take a little stamp. It's a distressed Tim Holtz stamp, and I've stamped that out. You can see them peeking out in a few places. And then I am overlapping the picture like it calls for in the sketch, because the picture of me doesn't really matter that much. It's the picture of him that's so cute. My daughter had a rough morning and he couldn't go to school that day. I can't remember if it's because I was staying home anyway, I decided to keep him, or if he wasn't feeling great, so I decided to keep him. I can't remember. That was a month ago, guys. I can't remember that far away. But I kept him at home, and so I thought since she'd had such a rough day, I'd send her this very sweet little picture of him, and he was looking so cute. And so I sent this picture over to her, and of course it made her day. So that was definitely a good thing. So I'm using scraps only. That's all I use from this collection. I have some scraps that were kind of bulky, like 1-inch scraps that I just tore and had them sticking out behind. And then I had branding strips from the project pad, as well as from just some of the papers. And I used those. I just made sure where there was a hole from where it was from a paper pad, that part got buried underneath the picture. And then I'm going to put my title up here that says Epic Start, because like I said, it was a start to the morning. She had a rough time, and so this picture was kind of a cheer me up kind of picture. And I want to use some of these arrows. So I'm going to kind of tilt this, the word start a little bit so it curves with the circle better. And then I don't put anything right between the word epic and start. Those little circles I've stamped in are there, but I am going to put something kind of above it so it's not so alone up there. I guess I could, that big gap's not as strange looking. And then I'm going to put these 2 little arrows on here. I considered putting another arrow over by the bottom left corner of the picture, but changed my mind because there's a lot of orange on here already. And so that was the other arrow I was going to use, was one of the orange ones. But instead I just used the blue and the yellow, which are the 2 colors that I'm kind of pulling from the back and trying to bring towards the front. And then I use these little floral embellishments. I don't use big ones. I really don't want to cover too much of the rest of this layout, but I want to bring in that triangle effect where it helps you, focus on the picture, which of course it's kind of hard not to because he's so stinking cute. So I'm going to make that little three arrow, like those three spaces. So I'm going to do a cluster right here where the two pictures meet at the bottom towards the left, and then one on the left side of the layout, and then one up here where the pictures meet at the top closer to the right. Something small. I put one of these little flowers, little daisy-like flowers, and then this other little, looks like a weed to me. I'm sure it has a lovely name. I don't know what it is. I put that on there, and then I put a wordy bit in all of these areas. And then I think I put a heart in almost all of them. I do put quite a few words on here. I put that heart up there. I'm going to put quite a few words on here because there were so many in this collection that fit these pictures and what was going on that day. There were still more. And I was like, no, I have got to stop because I have put a ton of wordy bits on here. I mean, the title, which says Epic Start, but then I also have Let's Stay Home. Let's see what says, that time, this is us right now, this happened, oh dear, and this is what real life looks like. So like all of those wordy bits are already on here. So I really didn't want to add a whole lot more, but there was definitely place for it. I do put a journal at the bottom, so yay me. I'm going to add these little hearts on here. One of the purple ones because there's no purple in this little collection, but I put some purple in that bottom little cluster. And then I try and make sure there's some yellow in everything, a little bit of gold. And then I think, like, for the most part, that's it. I do tear my papers, like the braining strips and the scraps that I used, because I just love the look of torn paper. And I just can't believe 5 years ago I would have never believed I'd say that because I used to be stressed out about tearing paper. But I use a Moonlight gel pen to make my little journal down here on this little white space. And it literally just says, AJ's mama had to go to work and it was a rough morning, so we sent her some pics to help her smile. And obviously it worked because, I mean, how can you not smile at that face? So I love the sketch that Sarah created. I hope you'll go check her out. She's definitely here on YouTube. And then also there is a playlist of all the other people who are hopping along and using these sketches. If you're looking for them, you can go to 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life on Facebook because all of them are posted there. So you can hop along. If you don't want to do videos and you just want to do layouts, you can even post those in the comments under each of the sketches. But here is a close-up. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. I would love it if you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I hope you'll come back and hang out with me again later on tomorrow. Have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.